Oh my god. The pegs of this chair just dug holes in the lawn. I don't feel centered right now. Okay, I'm centered now. Just kidding. I gotta move this.
I felt good, then I was angry at the world, what's wrong?
What's up guys, before I get into the video, I filmed this like a week and a half ago. It just took me a long time to edit it and figure out like when I wanted to post it. But in that time, I released an album which is linked in my description below. It has 10 songs on it, all new, and a little teaser of another song that's gonna be coming out very soon. So if you haven't checked out the album, please do, linked in my description below, or you can go to getmoodswings.com. And now let's get into a good old-fashioned Q&A with some serious questions and some lighthearted questions. I think it's a good Q&A, it's just a Q&A. I haven't done one in a long time, so anyway, let's do it. We're off to a great start. In an attempt to try something new, I created a subreddit where I told you guys to ask me some questions. Okay, let's get started with some questions. The first one on the list is favorite memory with Jack. I really had a good time last Valentine's Day in 2021. We got like a little Airbnb in Malibu and just hung out for a few days, and that was wonderful. It was lovely. Plane, that was fun, but I think my all-time favorite memory with Jack was the morning after the night that she stayed over for the first time. I didn't want her to leave, you know, I wanted to be in her presence more. I was like, you wanna go get breakfast? Went and got breakfast, and then we came back and we watched movies all day long, and I just like hung out with her all day long, and I was like, wow, I really got hit with Cupid's stupid little bow, huh? And I think that's my favorite memory. Jesus, come on dogs, give me a break, throw me a bone. I'll throw you a bone, how about that? I think that's my favorite memory because it's when I realized I'm really into this person. I want to spend all my time with her. Like, I spent all day with her and I enjoyed every second of it. That's the day that I knew that she was the one for me. Okay, next question. Which friend from the Vlog Squad has seen you and helped you through your lowest? That would have to be Todd. I've known Todd forever. He's seen me through terrible bouts of anxiety and different things where I felt debilitated. I couldn't go out. I didn't feel like doing things, and he was always the one who would call me up and be like, hey, we're doing this. I remember one time specifically, I was really just like out of it, not feeling well, and he's like, I got tickets to 21 Pilots, we're gonna go tonight. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it, man. I'm feeling really shitty. And he's like, I'm coming over right now, and we're gonna fucking go to this concert. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. And I think you need someone who's a friend like that, who will like push your comfort zone, like push your boundaries a little bit when you're feeling low, and fucking build you up. And Todd has been that person for me for a very long time, so it's gotta be Todd. Favorite Marvel movie? Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think my favorite Marvel movie is Doctor Strange. I love Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, but Doctor Strange is way up there for me. I also love Captain America. I love all the origin movies, like where they first became superheroes. The first Iron Man was fucking amazing, great, but I think right now, Doctor Strange is at the top of my list. How do you feel about having foot fans and people who like seeing you shirtless / show off your armpits? What the question is, how do you feel basically being sexualized for your body? Personally, I put my life on the internet and I post shirtless photos and stuff like that, so if people comment on me, then I left myself open to it, so whatever, it doesn't bother me. You know, sometimes it's a nice little ego boost. Someone's like, oh my god, his armpits are hot. I'm like, I've never looked at my armpits and been like, damn, that hairy thing is fucking sexy, but if you think so, awesome, thank you. What motivates you to get up and do what you do? Recently that's been a little harder than usual, but generally the reason that I get up and do what I do, make videos or content or music, is because I like connecting with you guys, with an audience who relates to the things that I go through. Plain! I go through a lot of like mental struggles, and I found an audience that has a similar outlook on those things, and when I sing about it or even talk about my own like mental health in videos, it's comforting for me to know that there's other people that relate to me. The same way I get comments from people saying like, it's so nice to hear that there's someone out there like me who relates to the way they're feeling. So number 2 reason's probably gotta be money. You know, I gotta make money somehow, and this is the career that I've chosen, is making videos and content. So pretty close together, because if I didn't have money, then I wouldn't be able to live. But then again, if I didn't have you guys, then why would I wanna live? Just kidding, I would wanna live. But it definitely makes it a little bit easier knowing that there's a lot of people out there who go through the same things that I do and like the content that I make. It makes me want to do it. So there you go. Favorite hand tattoo? That would be my Appa hand tattoo, I think. Do you feel less productive this year or last? So far this year hasn't felt super productive for me, and that's interesting because I'm working on stuff, but I think there is sort of like this stuck feeling where I don't know what I'm doing. And like if I do something and it doesn't do as well as it may have done in the past, then I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You know, I don't know if I'm being productive in the right way. Like if I put this video out, is that like good? Does it matter? Does anyone care? I'm making music, I'm working on my body. I'm just gonna have to ignore the planes and just keep talking now. I'm working on my mental health. I talk to a psychiatrist. So I'm being productive in a lot of ways, but because of the way I measure success, sometimes I don't feel like I'm being as productive as I want to be.
like I'm not doing enough.
So I definitely felt more productive last year, even though I'm probably doing pretty much the same stuff this year. What is your life philosophy on self-image, self-worth, and making sure that you maintain a positive mindset with them during troubled times in your life? Again, holy shit. Sometimes that's kind of difficult. I try to maintain a healthy self-image, but a lot of times I'll compare myself to someone else who might be doing better or seems like they're doing better, which is a very negative thing to do. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anyone, right? And maybe you think that you should compare yourself to yourself. Do I want to compare myself to how well I was doing a while back to how I'm doing right now? No, I'm trying to work towards accepting the way that things are and trying to make them better. Have you ever been to Texas? Yes, I went on tour in Texas, so I was definitely in Texas. Which one is your biggest passion, blogging or music? Also, in 10 years, if neither work out, what would you like to do professionally? My biggest passion is making music, because it's where I actually get to write and talk about the things that are going on in my life, the things that I feel. It's something that I really put my heart into. I go and I sit and I spend my time putting together a song and writing it out. And when it comes to vlogging and making videos, a lot of times it's just kind of stuff that I throw together. It's me throughout my day. Occasionally I'll set up a video that I'm really proud of, but for the most part that's just for fun. And the music is really fun too, but I think that I am more passionate about the music because I put something into it. Every song I try to put something into it, whereas some of these videos it's just me whipping out my camera and filming my day. If neither of them work out for me in the next 10 years, what career would I like to go into? I don't know. What career would I be qualified for after working as a YouTuber and a musician for so long? I guess the goal of most social media people is to build up an audience and start a business, and hopefully that business takes off and kind of runs itself. And right now I have Happy Face, which is our CBD company, which will be soon to be branching out into THC as well. Check it out, happyface.com, if you want any CBD stuff. If all fails, maybe I'll just be a bartender at an old Irish pub. That's what I used to do, and I like that. What are the top 5 things that you love about Jack the most? I love her spunky, outgoing personality and her charisma. There's cute things that, sometimes can be a little bit irritating, but at other times I'm like, that's cute. I don't know why I like it. Maybe I admire it, the ability to be a little bit more aloof and just kind of go with the flow and have fun with things. Butt's gotta be up there in the top 5. It's a nice one. The overall package physically, but who cares about physical traits? What else do I like about her? Very loving, she's very trustworthy, she's very open and very honest. I mean, that was 4 things right there, but she's like an open book, and I love that about her. It's made me be more of an open book, because generally I'm much more shelled off and reclusive and don't like talking about my feelings and whatever it is, but she's open, which makes me more open. I trust her, she trusts me. All that good shit, This one's a serious one. Looking back on the whole situation and the video you made last March, even though it wasn't about you, how did the aftermath affect you? Your mental health, your motivation and creativity with making videos and your album, etc. And most importantly, what did you learn from all of that? As far as mental health goes, my mental health was absolutely crushed after I posted that video. I made a video that hurt a lot of people. I couldn't take it back. There was nothing, I deleted it, but you can't take something you put on the internet off the internet. So everything that I said in the video is kind of permanent in people's minds and on the internet. It's there. It's something that I regret and I'm deeply remorseful about because I hurt so many people with the video. I've reached out and apologized to the person the video was about. The apology was accepted and we left things on a good note. I really wanted to talk about it after it happened, but I felt really scared, and maybe that's cowardly, but I was getting kind of attacked from all angles, from people making videos on TikTok to YouTube to messages in my DMs or comments on my own videos or pictures or my girlfriend's pictures, and I was afraid that if I did anything else, if I spoke more about it, then that would intensify. Also, deservedly so, people were upset with me. I can't blame anyone else for what I did. I apologize to the people who I hurt with the video, but it wasn't a good enough apology because it was a Twitter notes thing. It wasn't a video because, like I said, I was scared to post more things about it. It's been almost a year now, and I just looked at things completely the wrong way when I made that video. And I'm generally a pretty empathetic person, but in that situation I was only empathetic one-sidedly, if that makes sense. I was empathetic because I felt like I needed to stick up for people, but at the same time that I was sticking up for people, I was hurting a whole group of other people, and I deeply regret that. As far as the motivation and creativity with making videos, it definitely stunted my motivation and creativity. I didn't feel motivated to do anything. I felt like anything that I did after that would just be looked at as terrible. And there was lots of videos made that started saying shit about me being an asshole, or this stuff that I do sucks, or that stuff that I do sucks. And so yeah, I definitely didn't feel like posting anything, and being creative was really hard when I felt like everything that I did creatively was then going to be shit on, no matter what it was. I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing this very much anymore. And once again, that is my fault. So no one to blame but myself for that. Most importantly, what did you learn from all of that? Not to insert myself into something that's not about me. I want to be able to see situations for what they are and see both sides and look at it level-headedly and logically, and not let any sort of anger or passion or bias affect my decision-making process. For some reason I did. That was a fuck up. That was a big fuck up. I guess to end the answer, what I learned and what was a wake-up call for me was I realized that I can go and post a YouTube video and the words that I say can be very hurtful to people, and I think what helped me to realize that and what was such a big wake-up call was how many videos after that were made about me, how many things people said about me. And I was like, wow, that doesn't feel good, and I just did that. So I learned to be more caring, to be honest, about what it is that I'm saying. I'm not just gonna fucking say shit on a platform where I know a lot of people are gonna see it without really thinking it through. And like, I filmed that video, I edited it, I sat on it and was like, I don't know, should I post this? And for some reason I did. I feel like an idiot. I feel like a moron for doing it. And it's not from a financial perspective or my own mental health perspective. It's because I feel like an asshole who hurt a lot of people. And like I said, I don't want to be that person. So I want to make sure that I never fucking do something like that again. I want to use the opportunity from that mistake to move forward without making a mistake like that again. I guess that's it. Next question. On to brighter days. Actually, it's getting darker now. It's overcast and gloomy, and I'm cold. Favorite music genre? I am so all over the place when it comes to music. When I was younger, I got a bear tattooed on my side. This is The Kids Want Techno. I was so into EDM music. Right now, I really like alt pop, alt rock. Jesus, I'm shivering. If you could only wear clothing from one brand for the rest of your life, what brand would it be? Probably Don't Be Sad Shop merch, but it closed down, so I can't. What's your main goal for this year? To, 1, be happier. 2, get back into good shape. I was in great shape in 2020, and I just kind of let myself start eating really shitty food, which also affects your gut, affects your mental health a lot too. So it's kind of a vicious cycle, you know? You feel bad, so you eat, and then you feel bad because you ate, and then you eat because you feel bad, and then you just keep going. And it's fine to eat, but like if you're eating Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, McDonald's, and pizza in the same night, that's a little bit much, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, just to feel better, get out and do stuff, be productive. That's my goal. I just want to be happy with the things that I'm accomplishing. So I need to accomplish something. Coming to Sydney ever again? Sydney, Australia? I would love to. I don't know when, but I would love to go to Australia again. And Sydney being one of the places that I would love to go in Australia. When's the porno dropping? JK. Thanks for just joking. It's probably not dropping anytime soon. In fact, I don't have one recorded. I'll have to work on that. I'd love to know how your CBD company is doing. All these influencers got these side projects / companies. Would be very great to know more about them. It's doing great. What we're doing is we're kind of building it up as a more traditional brand, so you won't see me doing as many Instagram stories saying like, check out my CBD product. Yeah, I'll do it occasionally and say like, you guys should try this, it's good, because it's a product that I use from the company that I'm a part of. But we kind of are trying to run it more as like a traditional company and growing it as a brand without being super attached to it. With that comes like gradual growth. What message or impression do you hope to leave on anyone who listens to your music? It depends on the song. You know, I have some love songs, but for the mental health related songs, the message is to let people know that there's other people out there who feel the same way that you feel, and there's ways to get out of slumps, depressive states, or feeling sad about something. Like, you can always make it through that. Alright guys, I am getting cold as hell, and I think I've answered a lot of questions. Thank you guys so much for asking the questions. Hopefully I cleared some things up that you wanted to hear about, and if not, then maybe I'll do this again some other time. But thanks for watching. I will talk to you sometime soon.
I'm not a superhuman.